Good morning to everyone. In our last video, we already discussed about transient response of RL circuit. Okay. Here in this, we just come across with when the switch is closed. When the switch is closed, the current is start flowing here, and due to the nature of your inductor, it doesn't allow the sudden change of current. Okay, sudden change of your current. That's why whatever the I0 minus and I0 plus will be 0. So we just simply apply our KVL and we find out what will be the current equation, what the current equation based upon your uh, uh, steady and transient state, and we plot the graph for a particular time. Okay, time starts from your 0 to tau to tau up to different time constant. Up to different time constants, we just plot the graph. Similarly, now we are going to discuss about the transient response of RC circuit. Here there is nothing the change in the circuit. Instead of having the inductor and the place of inductor, we just replace with a capacitor. This will be your circuit. The same procedure will be follows. When at the time before t equals to 0, the switch is in open condition. At t equals to 0, we are trying to close the switch. As soon as we close the switch, the current will start flowing on our circuit. The only criteria we are taking that initially whatever the voltage across your capacitor is 0. Voltage across your capacitor is 0. That means the VC of capacitor, voltage across capacitor, before closing the circuit, it is 0. Okay, it is 0. So since when you close the circuit, the current will start flowing. Okay, that's the thing. The nature of the capacitor, here we want to know the after closing the switch, the nature of the capacitor does not allow sudden change in the voltage. That means whatever the previous state voltage VC0 plus will also be 0. So as soon as you close the switch, the current starts flowing. Okay, the current starts flowing here. The same thing we are going to find out what will be the current equation. That is our main criteria. So if you observe the after applying the KVL, VR plus VC equals to V. This is your applied voltage. Okay, so I know VR is nothing but IR and VC is nothing but 1 by C integral I dt, and V is your source. But please remember, it is difficult to find out your integration term. That's why I'm just do the differentiation for this equation. So whenever I do this differentiation for this integrating term, differentiation and integrating will cancel out to each other. So it will becomes 1 by C into I, and this will becomes R into di by dt. And since it is a constant voltage, so please remember this will be the main point in your AC and DC circuits. Since it is a constant voltage, when you differentiate a constant term with respect to t, it will become 0. So the final term after rearranging, it will be d plus 1 by RC into I equals to 0. Okay, so when this will be in the form of first order homogeneous equation, the solution will be a into e power minus t divided by RC. Okay, a into e power minus t divided by RC. When you observe this one, okay, so this a is nothing but a constant. Which we are supposed to find out based upon your initial conditions. Okay, so here I of 0, okay, at initial conditions means at t equals to 0 now. So when I applying t equals to 0, okay, I of 0 equals to a into e power 0. Okay, e power 0 is nothing but 1. E power 0 is nothing but 1. So I of 0 equals to a. So in previous condition, what we applied, the nature of inductor is it doesn't allow sudden change in the current. So same current when it is open, we say that it will be equals to 0. Right now, please consider this. Here in this term, Vc equals to 0, not I equals to 0 initially. Vc equals to 0. Then okay, then Vr equals to V in initial conditions, that is IR equals to V. Okay, so when I equals to V by R. So instead of getting I of 0 equals to 0, we are replacing with V by R. This is the main point here. Most of the students do the mistake here itself. Okay, so to find out the constant, I of t equals to V by R into e power t by RC. Okay, t by RC. Whereas coming to the time constant, already I stated this point, time constant is nothing but at which value your exponential quantity is equals to 1. So t divided by RC is equals to 1 means t is nothing but RC. So this value will be your tau. This value will be equals to your tau, RC. So I of t equals to V divided by R e power minus t divided by tau. Okay. So this is your series time constant expression. Now we are supposed to find out what will be the current waveform. So this is the expression of your current, V by R into e power minus t divided by tau. Now replace your t value with respect to the tau. Okay. So t equals to 0. When I replace 0, it is directly V by R. If it is tau, it will be equals to e power minus 1. So e power minus 1 is nothing but 0.36. That means at a time tau itself, the value reaches the 36% of your initial value. Okay. So at last, if you calculate it for 5 tau, it is almost equals to 0, not equals to 0. Okay, 0.0067 V by R. So almost equals to 0. So when I plot this value, values, so this will be the waveform. So after even if you calculated for 6 tau, all those things, it is almost equals to 0, not. So the point where it reaches to the 0, I can't say it is equals to 0. It reaches to a steady state value. We mentioned that it is in a steady state response which is having the constant value. We say that it is in steady state response. The value which is fluctuating, we call it as a transient response. Okay, if I want to find out what will be the voltages across your resistor, or what will be the voltage across your capacitor, I can able to find out, because already I know what is the current expression. Okay, V by R into e power minus t divided by tau. Okay, I can able to find out. Similarly for the capacitor also you can able to find out. Okay, so this is the expressions for current flowing through the RC circuit, and the response of the current, as well as voltage across your resistor and voltage across your capacitor. This is the thing. Okay, thank you.